Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are inside AlentNet Studio, and we're here with two Gen Z prolific authors, Jonathan Andrews and Jeffrey Andrews, Macos Adventure. Okay, so gentlemen, tell us a little bit about the Macos.
The Macos Adventure is an original story about seven teenage superheroes living normal lives and saving the world from a villainous alien race. The story goes deeper than any other superhero property out there. It really delves into the normal lives of these characters and how they are treated by society.
Okay, so I guess both of you came up with the series, the concept, the premise, and you guys took it from there. Jeffrey, it seems like you're the lead person or the lead creative on this project.
Yes, I am.
What motivated you to get started with such a project?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I loved to draw, and I drew up some of the characters in the series. And from there, I've always wanted to do something with these characters because to me, they are very special.
Okay, and how many characters do you have in there in the total series of Macos Adventure?
Heroes or villains or all together?
Let's go with the heroes first, and then we deal with the villains.
There are 12 heroes in the story in the first book, but it changes in the second book. But the second book, I'm not going to tell how many heroes there are because I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, and yeah, I guess you keep adding.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jonathan, seems like you are part of the brain behind this project. How do you fit in?
I fit in little points here and there.
Okay, and what is your strong suit? What do you bring to the project that you would say is your strong suit?
Thinking of different scenarios, making them more dramatic.
Okay, like raising the stakes, you would say?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you guys been working together on this project? What do you say?
Since 2013.
Okay, 2013. And you've got your first book out, and you've got your second book out, and I don't want to spoil anything. I know you've turned it into a series. What would you say has been the turning point in the series that brought so much life into it?
Our personal lives are brought into this project. I was writing the first book and second book when I was in high school, and I put a lot of my personal life into these books.
Okay, and I'm not going to ask you what portions or what segments of your life you put into it. Jonathan, what would you say that was the key thing that brought so much life to this project?
I would say our knack for imagination and how we used to think things through. Yeah.
Okay, and where do you see the series going?
Could be a movie one day. Who knows? Live action. Yeah.
Okay, and you don't see it as television? Or should I?
Possibly.
Okay. Jeffrey, do you see this as maybe TV, or you're gone on a movie project?
Live action, I think TV won't do well with these characters.
Okay. Okay. So you're gone on live action.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the length of these books are great movies because other books out there, they take out so many details out of the movies, but if they put all the details from these books into movies, they'll do well.
Okay. And it's been, you said 2013 is when you launched out with the project, right? It's now 2025, and some book series takes forever
Yeah.
to get launched, and sometimes writers don't want to write.
Yeah.
They're tickled by the fancy of having a book or having a movie series, but they don't want to put the work into it. What would you say has been your greatest inspiration in staying with the project, keeping with it, keeping it alive, and getting it out there? Because sometimes it's not every day you feel like you want to write. You have to deal with all the chores of life, etc. What would you say has been your biggest motivating factor to keep going?
I think the amount of books that Suzanne Collins is dropping, even though the original Hunger Games series ended years ago, she still wants to put out books, and she still wants Lionsgate to produce movies for her books.
Yeah, and she's very instrumental in that genre.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you bring something to the project, some things to the project. Are you happy with the way things are going? Are you looking forward to bigger and better things? Tell us.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my inclusion in the project. Really excited for the future of the series.
Okay, and you're excited about movies, and you said possible TV, and Jeffrey's excited about action. So, what are in your plans to keep book signings going and all that? Do you have anything coming up? Or are you planning on getting some things going so you can have this project available to the masses?
I'm definitely going to different locations, things like that.
Okay. And you're here in Columbia this weekend. Yeah, and this
Yes,
is
we are.
yeah, your biggest event thus far. And I was there with you guys, and I saw how appreciative people were of your work, and looking forward for more things to come. I thank you all for coming in and sitting in a little bit. I know you all have been busy, and you all have put a lot into this event, and let's look forward to bigger and better things. Before we wrap now, you have books 1 and 2, and then you have books 1 and 2 in a set, like a series, and you have tell us, you have hardcovers, and
We also have paperbacks.
you have hardcovers, you have paperbacks, and you're pretty much set to go with those titles. I can see them in the background. Tell us about your merchandise. I know you have tell us.
So we have custom-made shoes straight from China, and it's in 4 colors, and each color represents a character from the book. The yellow represents Wingardium, the blue represents Tidal Wave, the blue represents Lightning Gale, and the black for the black lettering of Macos represents Magic Boy.
Okay, good. And you all also have other clothing that are coming to the merchandise line. What else do you have coming, Jonathan?
We have tracksuits, hoodies,
Okay.
shirts and pants.
Okay, and maybe hoodies, etc.
Yep.
So, where do you see this line going, Jeff?
I think the merchandise will put out our books more because I don't see other authors making merchandise for their books, so I think people will pick up on it and check out the books.
Okay, and you've got a hot pair of sneakers, very colorful, very trendy. Jonathan, how you like the sneakers?
They're nice. They come with red and yellow laces, interchangeable laces.
Okay, which is your favorite color in the laces?
The red.
Okay. So, in addition to the sneakers, you all have some other items that you are going to bring to the forefront of this brand. Tell us, what does it mean, Jeffrey, the Macos? Because people are like, what is Macos? It sounds trendy, but what is it all about? Tell us.
Well, the acronym for Macos is Magnificent, Accountable, Courageous, Optimistic Superheroes.
Okay. And I take it that you came up with the acronyms.
Yeah, I came up with the acronyms before we started on the first book in 2013.
Okay. Let's go back a little. What was it like getting going on that first book? Because first projects are always difficult to get going.
It was kind of difficult because it was our first project and we were just kids in high school, didn't really know what to do with the manuscript. We just wrote out what we felt like writing out, and our dad helped us along the way.
Okay, so you say your dad helped you along the way.
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, that's a plus.
Well, we were in school and he was all out about going on book signings and writing books, and it was different back then because social media wasn't really a big thing, and we had to keep on emailing him our manuscript because didn't have any cloud for Microsoft back then.
Okay, so that's a blessing to have that added to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan, we're gonna go back to you. You've got 2 books out in the series, and you have both of them in paperback and hardcover. And I don't want to ask you guys what's coming next, but I believe things are coming, maybe in books, maybe in clothing. Are you guys going to take this brand to a whole nother level? What's in the cards?
We have things planned out for next year, so stay tuned.
Okay, your minds of information. And Jeffrey, same question.
Hopefully these books will become movies one day. That is my main goal for these books. Because when I was a kid, I was writing a movie script originally for the story, but then we turned them to books, and now I want them to be live action movies. That was the whole main goal.
Okay. Well, guys, we thank you all very much for taking some of your time to talk with us. I know you got a busy weekend, 2 signings and launch events, 2 days back to back, and we thank you all very much. Thanks for chatting with us, and we wish you much success in your endeavors, and we hope to see the Macos on the big screen one day. And I believe if you keep pressing and you keep pressing toward that goal, someday it will become a reality. Thank you all very much, and thanks for stopping in and chatting with us here at OutletNet. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
You too.
Yeah.